So what we're going to make today is black sesame miso ramen. So I believe I had this, or well, something like this, a version of this at Jinya Ramen Bar in Crossroads, which if you know Bellevue Crossroads, you'll know what I'm talking about. But otherwise, Jinya Ramen Bar, which is a chain, I guess, and there's other ones. But it's not on the menu anymore. So I'm not sure if maybe it was at another, I'm 99% sure it was this place and they just don't have it on the menu anymore, which makes me so sad. So, you know, I had to make it myself. If you like heft to your soup, if you want a thick ramen, then this is where you're gonna wanna go. If you want it to be full of flavor, you can't get much more flavor than this. Miso and black sesame. Anyway, we're going to start by making what are essentially the garnishes, what you're gonna dump on top if you want. You can make as much or as little of these as you want. There are amounts up there, but they're not strict. So what I got here is some sprouts, mung bean sprouts. These are delicious. I like them anyways. Bok choy, which it says the quarter, but I don't know why you would. I'm just gonna peel these ding dongs off. Scallions, green onions, also called scallions, also called, I forget in Japanese. Does anybody know what these are also called? Negi, thank you. Negi, that's what the word is. We're gonna parboil these. Put these here in your little bed of sprouts. And slice the onions. The only time I think I've ever had scallions is in soups in Asian dishes. I can't think of anywhere else, and neither could Carol, where we might actually have scallions. Can anybody else think of scallion dishes that they know about, that they have had? Not scallions. Wait, scallions. What is this called? This one. What is this called? Shallots. Sorry, shallots. I meant shallots. Not scallions. We're gonna crush, chop, whatever you want to do to these. Some of these, and in the recipe it says peanuts, but I'm gonna use cashews because they're delicious. And if your sesame seeds are not pre-toasted, you are going to want to toast them. Same with your other nuts. You don't want, the raw nuts are not what you want. You want toasted nuts. Oh yeah, my mushrooms. I forgot about the mushrooms. So we got our mushrooms. Whatever kind of mushrooms you want. Just fresh mushrooms. This is an addition from the half-baked harvest, so not Asian. They're also the ones that suggested the cilantro, which I've decided to not use because, one, I don't think I like cilantro that much, and two, it's definitely not a Japanese ingredient. But this is, we're gonna toast these. And so they'll be like crispy little mushrooms that you're gonna sprinkle over the top, which should be pretty good. But it says, as you can see there, 2 freaking pounds of mushrooms, which seems like a hell of a lot of mushrooms. But, you know, just use as many mushrooms as you want. Doesn't need to be 2 pounds. So I got some of these. Did I already forgot what they're called? Oyster mushrooms, right? And then I got some baby bellas as well. Boiling water. So we're going to parboil these, which is basically just cooking them enough to where they are not inedible. To where you can eat them easily. So really as much as you want. It's usually a few minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, but it depends on what it is. And how, well, these little baby ones. How much chew you want, you know? How much you want to chew? So we're making a sort of a roux with these, with the milk and the black sesame paste. Over medium heat. We're not really cooking these, we're just letting it warm up while it's getting up to medium. We want 3 tablespoons, which I'm just gonna, you know, eye with a spoon because I don't care if I have more. That's fine with me. Of black sesame paste. Get off! Look at that. This stuff is thick and really hard to mix up. I really don't know how you're actually supposed to work with this. With it all separated like this. And the stuff I'm using is no black sesame paste. If you're wondering. I'm gonna just put a little bit more, just because of the way this is. Gotta get lots of that black sesame flavor. Pretty much my favorite part. And then milk. Milk of whatever kind of milk you want. I'm using oat milk. The recipe that from Okonomi Kitchen says soy milk, whatever milk you want. And then we're gonna just combine these together until they are one being, one mind, one body. All right. That looks good. You'll be fine in there. I'm gonna take out my sprouts and put them in some sort of bowl. Oh, don't worry. That will happen. We watched Johnny and Monica after all. That's a horrible movie. Doing? Get in there. Oh boy! Good thing I have pants on. I don't think that actually touched me, but good thing I have shoes on too. Jeez. I don't think it hit anywhere, but man, if that landed on my foot, that'd be hot. All right, good enough for that. Now let's add our soup stuffs. So 6 cups of vegetable broth. You know what I realized is that because this is a vegetarian, these are both vegetarian ramens, there is no meat. There's none of the tonkotsu. Tonkotsu. There's none of the pork, whatever you call it. I always get the word mixed up. But that's fine. I don't know that I know how to cook it anyways. The best way, you know? And if it's not cooked the best way, it's kind of meh. It's still good, but it's disappointing. Like, I really don't like when you go to an otherwise good ramen shop and then their pork is just more like steak and it's really chewy rather than like soft and melt in your mouth. It makes it hard to go back to a place like that, even though the rest of the ramen is so good. The pork has to be melt in your mouth. How many cups are in each? So in this size box is 4 cups, and then these are each cup, so a total of 6 cups. And then a cup of water. Slurry. All right, and then soy sauce, 1/4 cup. Do you want to add more? You go right ahead, because it is variable to your taste. Rice vinegar. Let's see. 2 tablespoons. Oh wait, I forgot to switch over. And hold on. I think that's good for mi bok choy. So we'll pull it out. You know what? I am going to use this for my ramen water. I like the slightly green color in there. I find that interesting. I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. All right, white miso paste, 3 tbsp. Let's see, hot chili oil. This hot chili oil is cool because it's got this little thing. It doesn't come out unless you push this button and then it squirts it out, which is very handy. Then you don't get chili oil everywhere. So you just go squirt, 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 squirt. 2 tablespoons seems like a lot, but... And this is also, you don't need to put 2 tablespoons in. Put in, you know, however much you feel like, or none. Obviously, because, you know, it's going to be hot for some people. Come on, you can do it. Okay, it's cool except this part. When you're filling 2 tablespoons. Ah, it is 2 tablespoons, right? Not teaspoons? Okay. That seems like a lot, but okay. Yeah, I know, but that's just ridiculous. If you're lazy, these things are great. This pre-minced garlic and ginger and basil are so quick and easy. And you just keep it in your fridge and it's just squirt however much you need. This says 10 grams. Oh, that's not the ginger. The ginger is a pinch. Well, what's a pinch? I don't know. You a pinch? You look pinched to me. And then 10 grams of minced garlic. How much is that? I don't care. Let's just put some in. It's garlic. What's it gonna do but add flavor? What's the worst that could happen? All right, and then 2 tablespoons of our black garlic oil. Look at this. Ooh, look at this. This looks flavorful. All right, one more thing. The mushrooms. Let's see, where did I put those? Oh, I'm going to use dried shiitake. It says porcini. I couldn't find porcini. It says a quarter cup. Sure. No reason to measure that out. And these are just going to soak in here, add flavor, and then we're going to take them out. Same with the porcinis. Before serving. But they are also optional. You don't actually have to add these. All right. So now we are going to take this down to medium low. Whatever that means. Let's say right there. Oh wait, we didn't get it to... It's supposed to simmer first. We haven't even gotten to a simmer. And we're going to let this simmer for 20-ish minutes. Essentially however long it takes to do everything else. But ramen generally... yeah, I'll do taste test. That's a good idea. Oh, I was going to taste my black garlic too. Oh well, whatever. Ramen generally, like real high quality authentic ramen, cooks in giant vats for like weeks, maybe even months, and cooks down like whole things and stuff. So this is like the quick version. You can let this cook for way longer and get way more flavor out of this if you want. Like, it's just gonna get better the longer you let it cook. Interesting. I might add more water to this, and if you're gonna cook it for longer, you would just add more water and let it cook down, and add more water and let it cook down. Or add more vegetable broth, but that's gonna make it saltier. But like, yeah, the longer you let this slowly just sit there and cook, the better. And then you can put, you know, whole things in there and let them just break down. Like, they will put, like, whole huge chunks of, like, pork and stuff in giant vats and just let that break down. It's crazy. All right, now we got this going. Now we can go medium-low and move on. All right, so what we're going to do, melt my butter. So I need 4 tablespoons of melted butter. You can also use olive oil if you like, if you prefer, but I think it'll get a little bit more of a nutty roundness to it with, you know, butter. Butter's always nice. All right, so we'll put out our mushrooms. Our ridiculous amount of mushrooms. And then some of these. That's a lot of mushrooms. And our shallots. This is like almost a, you know, weird little snacky meal in itself. I think this is definitely excess, but it seemed interesting, so I decided to go ahead and add it. This is definitely not a ramen requirement or normality. This is an extra thing that they decided to do. Come here, butter. You know what? I do not like the smell of melted butter. To me, it does not smell good. Like butter toasted on bread or whatever. Sure, that smells great. But like strictly just melted butter smells bad to me. All right. Chili flakes. 1.5 teaspoons. Or however many you want. Just gonna dump some on. However many I want. Not too many. Because these are spicy. And then just salt. Just put some fresh salt on here. All right, we'll mix this up. That's a lot of mushroom and shallots. All right, let's put these in the oven. We're gonna bake them for 15 minutes. I think I need to switch, but turn it halfway through. So we'll do it for about 7 minutes. Looking good. And now we'll broil it for a couple of minutes to get it crispy. 1 to 2 minutes. Broil it as much as you need to. Obviously, it's very easy to screw up broiling. All right, that's probably good on those. They look crispy. So what I got for noodles is these Chengdu Dan noodles, which Dan I believe is essentially just Chinese ramen, which is where ramen comes from, is actually China. So these noodles should work. These are fresh noodles that you refrigerate. They're not like dried noodles, so we'll see how they cook up. They do look pretty good. I spotted them and I had to have them. Nice little bundles. I forgot, I was gonna tell you this at the beginning. If you didn't have them, you should make you some soft boiled or hard boiled eggs. I showed these last time. You can make these delicious soy sauce and dashi soaked eggs like I made. Now you don't have time though. Actually, it only takes about 6 to 8 minutes to make good boiled, soft boiled, jammy boiled, let's say 7 to 8. Not 6 to 8. 6.5 was a little too runny. But you can still eat them. So you can make them right now still. They are delish. Let's do these noodles. Get in there. If you've never seen how they do the noodles in the like really good ramen shops, you should definitely watch that, because that's not going to happen here. I don't have a place to fling water all over my floor. I'm gonna call them good enough. Ramen bowl. Noodles. Oh, you're fine. Whatever. I'll just eat you. I'm sure it'll be delicious. I have never eaten at Benihana. Is it actually good? That's probably enough broth. I know it's about the show, partly at least. Perfect. Ah, these aren't crispy. Whatever. They need to go on longer. They're not crispy. Some of that in there. And just stick these in the oven. And some scallions. Negi. Cashews. Black sesame. And delicious jammy egg. Nom nom nom. Where'd my chopsticks go? Under there. Ta-da! Now it's taste. Oh yeah, the bok choy. That's what I forgot. Put it on the other side, so I forgot about it. Boom. Add that in there. Bok choy and sprouts. Yummy. Yeah, I don't think normally the sprouts are parboiled now that I'm looking at them. All right, let's slurp. No, not bok choy, just noodles. This always makes such a mess. I don't know if anybody else deals with this with glasses. I get it all over my glasses every time. pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if I could eat with my glasses off. That just feels weird to me. I actually could maybe use a little bit more salt. Oh my god, the egg in there. Holy crap. Man, those eggs have gotten strong. Wow. That is a punch in the face of an egg. Woo! That was unexpected. I think that's the strongest I've ever done those. The longest I've ever let those sit. Oh, I prefer contacts as well. I just haven't gotten any, in this time. I did that bok choy pretty well. Hot. I'm happy with that. Is it perfect? Of course not. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. All right.